Yep, you're right. My lord.
What?
Hey, what is going on, y'all? We are here with another episode of the Corner Podcast. I'm your host, K1, and to my right we have...
Mac.
Anthony.
Silk, baby.
Yeah.
In the house.
Right
Wah, wah,
in the
flesh.
Well, we gonna get an Elgato, man. We gonna get one. We gonna
Okay. All right, so...
Hey, wait, hold up before we get started. Y'all see what hat I got on, right?
ATL ho. ATL ho.
baby.
ATL ho.
Okay.
golf
Matter of
clap.
fact, I got an Atlanta Braves hat coming in with the World Championship 2022 on it. So yeah, that's coming in. So
We lit.
Bet.
be happy
ATL all
about
day.
that.
I don't know what
But,
our football team gonna do, but shoot, the basketball
hey,
looking
let's
good.
not even talk
baseball
Soccer
about
looking
that.
won.
good.
Baseball won.
Mhm.
Come on, Hawks.
Yep.
ATL ho.
I mean,
If you didn't
y'all
know.
don't have to win it all because, go Nets, Kevin Durant. But
Boo! Get your ass
Oh
out of
my
here.
God.
Slim Reaper, easy money sniper. What you want, bro?
Take that damn jersey off.
All right, so let me go ahead and jump in this before we get deep, man, because they gonna go off. So we are here with another episode. This is episode 38, and tonight's episode will be called Spousal Support. So I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen things going on with celebrities and whatnot. One spouse is paying out for the other spouse because of their living, how they lived for that time that they was with that person. So we want to kind of dive into it. And I was talking with Mac earlier, and I was like, it seemed like the theme since we started this show has been the rhetoric has changed. It used to be males were dominant on that type of spectrum as far as, the ones giving the money out and things but now that dynamic has changed, and it's just interesting to see unfold, especially how we grew up and how we saw things growing up as kids. So it'll be interesting to talk about. But let's get it, because I heard this is going to be our cancel episode. So we'll see what's going to happen. So let's get started, man. So
Max said he misogynistic.
that's one way to start it.
It is. That's a thing. That's a thing
That's
that
one way to
has
start
happened.
it.
That has happened.
Yes, sir. So, get starting off. So, the biggest shock for me was to see that. Well, no, I'm not even gonna say this year. So, when I saw that Mary J had to pay spousal support to her husband, that threw me for a loop. I was like, "You gotta do what?" Because funny thing is, we had a whole conversation about this in the chat, and we was just like, "Okay, you have child support, you have the money that you give after divorce or whatever, but
Alimony and such.
alimony, but then you also have spousal support. That's the thing." Now, you normally only see spousal support, mostly from my viewpoint, with the rich. You don't never normally see it on our level, I think. Because
For the most part, because I think it does go off of earnings and status
sure.
of life and stuff like that they have,
for sure.
which
Should have signed that.
most of us don't. Which that's the
That's the thing.
I think in today's day and age, that's the smart way to go.
Yeah.
Especially with I'm not going to say everybody's out there being petty and everything, but that is the one ironclad way to make sure that everybody and I hate when people get insulted about prenups and stuff like that. To me, it's not necessarily that I'm saying we're going to end, but if technically we're supposed to be two strong individuals that come together. Now, and I get, you do, of course, have your joint, accounts and resources or whatever, but at the same time, you're supposed to be leading your own lives. And so if one individual literally with minimal assistance from the other builds their own resources and, prospects and everything, they earned that. That had nothing to do with, with the partner. So I feel like that if things split, then sure, there could be a one-time payout or something like that. But as far as taking half of companies and all this, that, and the third, that for what? You know what I'm saying? Because if you had nothing to do with it, why do you get a piece of it?
Well, do y'all look at it like it could just be instant karma? Because when you
it
get
depends on
married,
the
man, you're
situation.
supposed to be with that person
I mean,
for the
that's
rest of your
true.
lives.
I mean, that's the ideal.
So
but
that'll
kinda
probably be
like
a
you gotta
instant
look at
karma type thing. All right, we gonna give up. You know what I'm saying? We about to get this divorce, but damn, we get this divorce. You taking half of my money. Like, y'all supposed to be together forever, bro. Like,
I mean, I get
So-
that
You know
for
what I
sure,
mean?
but I mean, look at
y'all
society.
supposed to be able to work out.
That's not flying in today's
So I
society.
mean, would
honestly.
you say divorce is looked at as a punishment?
I mean,
Slick, bro, because you're
low-key,
supposed
yeah,
to.
you broke vows.
Yeah,
Like,
you
you
broke
know
your
what I'm saying?
vows, bro.
Like,
You're
so-
supposed to be together through thick and thin, whatever.
no
happens.
matter what. Like
Supposed to be
once
able
that
to
ring,
communicate
yeah,
through
once that ring
all
and
of
that
you
paperwork
guys'
gets signed,
problems, you know what I'm saying?
So I guess going back to the whole prenup thing. So how does that fall into play? Like, is that a cop out? Like,
Well, me
I-
personally, I mean, I ain't got no money no way, so I ain't signed no prenup. You feel what I'm saying? And I really, if I did have money and I was marrying a female, me personally, I feel like I would have been smart enough to marry a female before I got, famous or before I got
Right.
into some money, so I can know if she's like a
There
real
for
ride
me,
or die.
right.
You know,
I
what
mean,
I'm
but a
saying?
lot of those still.
But in the possibility that, let's say me and my wife, we split. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I already know for a fact I got to pay alimony because, shit, we been together 10 years. You feel me? But let's say me and my wife split, and I just become this rich-ass motherfucker after the fact, and I get with another woman. Will I sign a prenup? Probably not, because I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But going into that relationship, I'm going to feel like, all right, this is the woman for me. I don't see ourselves, splitting up. But I mean,
so a lot of
I've been
relationships
played before, so it's not like women can't sit here and like play my ass and be like, yeah, nigga, I just married you for your money, nigga, divorce. Here go the papers, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? But I don't know. I don't believe in the whole prenup thing. Like, that's why I ain't signed it. That's why I ain't signed it with me and my wife right now, because I feel like we gonna be together forever. You feel me? Like, I don't feel like it's anything that can come between us to break us apart, especially come July 16th, 2022. Right. Because that's 10 years.
Yeah.
That's 10
I'm about to say what?
That is 10 years of my life. I already be telling my wife that once we hit 10 years,
It
the
ain't
only
no
way
going
she
back.
leaving me in a body bag, bro. Straight up. That's the only way, dog. Sorry to her family and everything. If y'all watching this, sorry to y'all, but body bag.
This man took
But
the vows
he's
for
not
real. He
implying
said
that
to
he's
death do us
gonna-
part.
He's
exactly.
not, yeah.
To death do us part. She leave me, she gonna be dying that day, boy. You did. Not joking.
So
I'm being dead ass.
a little warm in here.
just to remind everyone, the corner does not promote domestic violence
At all.
at all.
25% of it does if the woman trying to leave me. No, I'm playing.
He's just
Fuck all that. That's
He's
25%
just joking.
gonna go.
He's just
25% of us is old go, boy. She leave me after them 10 years. It's a problem.
he's just playing, y'all.
Look at my face.
Don't look at
Look at me. Look at me.
don't look at his face.
This is my marriage now.
25%.
Oh shit.
Oh my
But no, I'm not
goodness.
playing. But yeah.
Said no, I'm not playing, but I'm playing for real. But I'm really not. Just so that y'all know, I'm not playing for real.
Or am I?
But yeah, I
Jesus.
don't really believe in that whole prenuptial thing. But I get it. I get the dudes who want to do
think-
it. You know what I'm saying? Or I get the females who want to do it. I get it. But coming from somebody who believes that, I feel like everybody in the world, like no matter who you get with, you can be compatible with that person.
Yeah, like it's
You
it's
definitely
work that
can. It
needs to be
just
put in. Yeah.
communication. You know what I'm saying? Love language, trust, and loyalty.
Mm.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all.
That's
I definitely.
that's all
agree
you
with that.
need, bro,
Yeah, I
for
definitely
a
agree with
relationship
that.
to go smooth and healthy.
Mhm.
I feel like any and everybody can be compatible with
yeah, for
whoever
sure.
they decide to be with. It's just a lot of different variables that play into it, and that's why a lot of people don't actually stay together and last
Right.
forever like you would think they would. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
What we were basically raised to hope for. You know, it's like as far as our generation goes, like especially with two-parent household and everything, that you kind of get that image in you early. Because like a lot of the movies and stuff you watch, like I think Toy Story was one of the ones that people were noting. It was like she was a single mom, and you could tell that it was the divorce. She was being moved and everything, and like.
Shut the door, son. You gonna come in? Come on in. Shut the door, son. Come on, I'll come and scratch your back. Go ahead.
Toy Story, yeah. You know, it was noted that, you know, it was clear that it was a divorce that was, you know, she was packing up, moving, getting a new house and all that stuff. But, like, for the most part, as kids, most of the settings we saw was full, you know, complete family homes and everything. And then now, fast forward to now, it's rare when you see, you know, double parent households and everybody staying together for long term, which is like why 10 years is definitely commendable. I've been here for the whole ride.
Word.
Like to
Word.
give a round of applause for that, because
Yes,
like
sir.
because it's been a marriage. It's been up and down. It's been rocky. It's been good. It's been bad, and like it's been great to see, you know, that relationship become, you know, solid, because like just like you said, there's nothing that's gonna break y'all up, and it's visible that like y'all are in it to death. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We're
Like,
gonna be them 80-year couple that be like, yeah, boy, we've been together for like 72 years. Like,
right, you know what I'm saying? So like, but I guess technically we were starting off with the prenups and stuff like that. I feel like it's, you know, for us, you know, regular people, we might not have the assets and resources to really be concerned about for a prenup agreement and everything. But like, as far as people who have like established themselves and have multiple streams of income and revenue and, you know, resources and stuff like that, I understand that, because like, if anything in the prenup, it doesn't necessarily have to cover everything in the, like, from the marriage till end, but like at least in the prenup, it could be the stuff that you already had before that relationship is covered.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like that's your stuff. You know what I'm saying? They had literally nothing to do with that before. Like, you know, you had built your life up to that point, met them, and then that's when technically the new life started. So, you know, I could understand where, you know, a lot of people try to push that, and I think I would agree with that. But as far as spousal support goes, like, you know, the split up or whatever, I feel like, honestly, at least the old school perspective of it is like, if you're a man, what are you doing? Like, asking for spousal support, you know what I'm saying? Like, and because like previously, which now, you know, women do have a legitimate earning power in today's society.
Right.
You know, it's changed. And I think that, you know, a lot of people used to shit on women for coming after spousal support and stuff like that, you know, back in the day. And now the shoe's kind of on the other foot, and like, you know, men is like, oh, you know, let me give some of that monthly payment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Quality of living.
you know what I'm saying? And now, so if we going for equality, I guess this is it. You know, this is what the picture starts to look like.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's really funny how, like, you know, you ask for it, and then, you know, it's here, and now there's people complaining about this. You know what I'm saying? There's always consistently going to be a new issue, especially in today, where it's like everybody feels like they need to be heard. So like, you know, and it's messy. Like I've seen a lot of messy situations lately, and I guess we could push it into like, you know, the relationships that we see like in the public eye that are rocky, which you know, we referenced the post for Jada's interview, talking about that she's not one that needs to be saved and stuff like that. And like, which I'm honestly at this point kind of hoping they do ever split, like, please, Will, don't do what you can to save yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because she looks like she would be one to bulldog your ass in a divorce and like come out with more than half your money. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. That's just my take on it. Like, I feel like, as far as males are concerned, if you are a man, you should not be coming for your ex-wife's pocket. You feel me? Like, that's something that I just grew up. The man's supposed to be the breadwinner. The man's supposed to be able to support himself. The man's supposed to go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why are you sitting on the couch waiting for your wife to send you a check every month? Like, nah. Like,
I mean, do you think that's why Oprah never married Stedman?
I mean, they've been together this long. I don't understand what the holdup on that could be, because like, if he does,
She's the breadwinner.
I mean, I get that, but like, and just like she's the breadwinner, she could have an ironclad. Like, she's one of the richest people in the world, so like, she could definitely secure her finances, you know, in a prenuptial agreement. So I don't really understand what the holdup there is.
Yeah.
Because like, and then you know, to answer the question, Stedman's been here this long, and as far as we know, faithful to, at least the public eye's degree. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like he would necessarily even need spousal support at this point, because like if he's smart, he should be doing things, for himself, or at least have the ability to support himself should they split up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, some of this stuff's wild, because like who was it? Kelly Clarkson had a divorce and she had to pay her man like $40 million or something like that. And I'm just like, bruh.
I didn't even know she had enough to even
Yeah. Oh yeah.
give him that much, to be honest.
I mean,
Which to be honest with you, I find it funny of this dynamic shift, and it kind of puts a smile on my face sometimes. Cause
here it comes. Here it comes.
Stop it. Stop it. I'm just saying, it kind of. No. Wow. Wow. No. I would never tell my mother that. You know what I'm saying? Like I would.
You don't believe it?
You know what I'm saying? No. Because I would never tell that to my mom.
There are respectable women out here. Like
So your mother would fuck everybody else?
No, I wouldn't say that about anybody. If they ain't deserve it.
I mean, if they deserve it, and you're
Right.
shit, then that's on you. You earned that.
Yeah.
But as far as hopefully, I would hope that is not
said
T
put a
Mac.
smile
That's
on my
not.
face.
No.
Besides this Thanos.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, because I mean, I'm just saying now, I feel as though the way it's going now, maybe later on sometime in the future, society will realize, okay, you know what, maybe this is kind of too against the grain of, I guess, what I call the natural order. Like what Tony was saying, no man should be waiting for, a woman to pay his way for, especially for cost of living and things like that. We should be able to do that on our own.
Right.
But as society has it,
Equality. Here we are.
bad bitches, they get into the bag.
Yeah.
They got the money, they got the funds. They've definitely infiltrated the work economics, and there's a lot of women CEOs out there, which I think that is a beautiful thing.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, now when it comes to spousal support and divorces and prenuptial agreements, a lot of the rich women out there, or that's at least at the 10% or 15% top income earners, they get a taste of how it's like when it's on the other side.
Yeah.
And I like I said, maybe I shouldn't say it puts a smile on my face, but
Too late.
it's quite
He meant
funny.
that. He meant it.
All right,
He
I
meant
did mean it, but
yes.
but it is quite hilarious that that now it's come to this.
Right.
For example, Mary J. Blige. She's paying spousal support for her ex-husband. And she out earns him.
Right.
Just so
Clearly.
essentially she's the breadwinner of the marriage, and he has a standard of living that he has to keep up.
I wonder.
See, that's the other thing that I don't really.
I know, but this shit is funny,
Right. It's really strange because, like, and that's on either foot, like, whether it be the ex-wife or the ex-husband or whatever, as far as, like, oh, well, I'm used to this certain quality of life. You only had that quality of life because of that individual, and this divorce is a separation from that individual. So, therefore, your life goes back to what it was before that individual. Now, I understand, like, if you get, like, 10, 15 years deep into a marriage or something like that, you have altered your life pretty much towards that individual. So like I said, I understand maybe a one-time payout or, something like that. But as far as like a continuous, perpetual payment and stuff like that, that's not something especially for a man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I can't respect it because I'm not in the position,
Yeah.
so I can't really speak on it like that. But at least for external perspective, it doesn't look right to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, And that's, like I said, on both feet. Like, whether it be the female that's like, depending on, like I said, the length of time or whatever you were in the relationship, I can kind of, flex to that. 10, 15 years, that's a lot.
That's some time. Yeah.
Especially like if you're talking about women or men who married early. Like, let's say they got married at 18 and then you dealt with this person for 10, 15 years. That was basically the prime of your life that you gave up. So I can more or less flex towards that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, sitting there, it just doesn't sit right with me to sit there and be waiting on somebody to give you a paycheck like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like ex-husband, like it's ex because it's not no more. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the connection, especially with any sort of finances and stuff like that, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I think they should get rid of spousal support altogether. Then,
Yeah,
because
like,
what
sure.
is it?
Like,
Because now it sounds like a sponsorship to me.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it sounds like it's no different than child support.
And then, like, this is the thing, because like, there's a lot of people abusing this because how alimony works is that you pay that until they're married again, and then you'll have people that are getting into full-blown relationships for years long without getting married to that individual, still cashing these checks from that previous marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Tough, bro.
That's total system abuse.
That's
This
tough.
is why I tell you all the time, I trust people just not to deal with
That's what I'm saying.
Understood.
So, like, which is why I'm particularly picky with the relationships that I get in, which is sad that like still the monsters that cover themselves to be presentable expose themselves as monsters. But like, for instance, like I've gotten with females that will ask for a child like super quick. Like I'm talking about 3-4 weeks in, I want your babies, and I'm just like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I from what I do see of you, yes, I'm here, I'm with you and everything. But as far as like having a child, that is a lifelong, like, we are tied to each other for life at that point.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make any sort of
So you know them well enough to stick your dick in them, but don't know them well enough to have a child with them.
There's contraceptives.
Purposefully, no.
There's also contraceptives.
No.
But you know them well enough to stick your dick inside these women, bro.
That is okay. That's true.
But you don't want to have a kid with them.
She also has to close her legs too.
I mean, like it takes
But
two
I'm
to tango.
saying though, what I'm saying though is,
why are you looking
3
like
to
that?
4 months into a relationship, you know what I'm saying?
3 or 4 months we have a conversation for sure.
Oh,
That's
3
like 3 to 4. I'm talking about weeks. Weeks.
So
I met
2
you.
to 3
I met you
weeks.
3 weeks ago. I don't know you well enough to commit.
Kicking them
to
down.
that.
But you know them well enough to pull your dick out your pants and give them the wood.
They also have to
a grace period. Yet, like I done had girlfriends wait
See,
more
that's
than
probably-
a month before we
But
even
look,
get
man,
there,
that's
bro.
probably,
You feel me?
That's
Like
probably where a lot of the whole, like, marriage and divorces and all of that shit. That's probably where a lot of that shit stems from. Like, motherfuckers think they know people. You know what I'm saying? Within the second, third, 4th week.
right.
And y'all feel like y'all know him well enough to be like, you know what? I want his dick inside of me. Or you know what? I want to fuck this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's
the wave though. Like I mean that's the wave that's the type of
shit-
time people
that
on
shit's
right now,
wild.
man.
I mean, well, see,
That's-
this
It is wild, but that's the
I think
type of
it's
time
funny
people
that
on
you're
though.
bringing that up, and like, there's people out here that are listening to us talk about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Like,
And
nigga, I'm
it's
dicking them down in
you
the
know,
day. You
on
feel?
site- exactly. It's on site, man. It's not just dudes like that. You know what I'm saying? So
It's not.
So, like, but as far as I'm trying to go with it is like to commit to someone that heavily within weeks of meeting them is not healthy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as I'm looking at you differently because I've been with you for 3 or 4 weeks and you already asked me for it. But I understand, like, I'm right here with you with the feelings because, like, I'm emotional individual, especially with a significant other. But like, we need to figure each other out, and then on top of that, we need to see how our life together goes without a child before we know that we are strong and solid enough to carry the responsibility of a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know how you, at 3 or 4 weeks, I don't even know how you are day to day without, like, because people tend to change a little bit when they get with me. I'm not. I'm an open book. Like, you could ask any of my exes, like, you ask me a question, it's out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to beg you to be with me. I'm not trying to put on no type of facade so you be with me. What you see is what you get, and it's every single time like that. But you got people out here that put on a full mask before come. That's something. Let me try to change and be what I think he would want to be with or whatever. I've peeped that many times, like not even just in my own experience, but like watched it happen to where like you'll hit that month mark and like everything has been sunshine and rainbows. Y'all ain't had a bad day. Y'all like all that. And then as soon as they start to get comfortable, that mask starts to slide off the face and then whole monsters. And then this is the point I was trying to get to when you asked for babies so soon. It's all over my news feed, bro, where like people are having babies and they are not together by the time the baby gets there. You feel me? Like, no, fam, I'm not trying to, like, I'm not that one, bro. Like, especially, this is the other thing, like, you come to me asking for kids, you already got kids that you don't have. So now I need to know why you don't have your kids and why would I be excited to have kids with you if somewhere along the lines, at least legally, you are not technically, I'm not trying to insult nobody, but fit to have your kids.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep giving them to you
if
you losing them. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't have no problems being a single father. Like, I would not have any problems being. Most people who know me know I'm ready to be a father, but like at the same time, I'm not going to knowingly put myself in that situation. Like, you feel me? So I don't know. Like, it just comes down to really just trying to get to know people before you really are ready to make that. Like, you have to be sure you at least half-ass know that person before you make a commitment like that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, of course, this society these days is like, we've been together 2 weeks. Bo, I'm pregnant. Okay, well, I guess we're staying together for a while. And then, apparently, somewhere along that process, poof, like, they gone and the relationship is kaput, which has happened. Like, I've been asked for a baby, and then literally 2-3 months down the line, now all of a sudden, you just can't be around me no more or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, kind of glad I made that call.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
absolutely.
Straight up. Like, I have, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say I have regrets as far as my relationships go, because I'm not going to shit on people for no reason. But, like, the decisions that I've been questioned on a lot of the times, especially on things like marriage and children and stuff like that, I wasn't wrong. You didn't do anything but prove me right. Yeah. If shortly after you were trying to pressure me into that situation, you done some dirty shit, changed your heart, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? People fall out of love every day and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to read the situation in depth before, we get to the point of talking about marriage and children. But I don't know.
Good show, by the way.
Huh?
Nothing.
Married with Children? Yeah. Yes, it was. Fantastic show.
Yeah, that was a good show. I did like
Bundy, you still look good out there, girl. But so I think another perspective I wanted to take as far as
watch Married with Children. Oh, sorry, never mind.
But the other perspective I want to take for spousal support is when y'all are together and being supportive spouses. I think that's a conversation that would be a good one to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you look for as far as what do you consider supportive from a spouse? Like,
it can go a lot of ways.
You can. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? It's a
talking to like.
No, I'm just saying, like, I mean, it could be a significant other, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily have to be just marriage because, we're not married, so.
Yeah. So, I mean, as for me, support can go a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. Support can just be waking up and cooking breakfast.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of ways to go about it.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like, if in a marriage, there were certain things that y'all were doing before before y'all got married, they should probably continue on because as soon as you step outside of that, it's just like, wait a minute, that's not how you were before. What changed now from then to now? But as go ahead.
Legend tells, does happen. People get married, and then the next day, like as soon as they get married, a change happens.
Because at the end of the day, whatever I do think in a marriage is best to try to hold the same things as you did before into that marriage later on. Because the thing about it is, if you get down the line 5-10 years later and stuff is just not the same no more, it's almost like you want to say we've grown, but have you really?
Right.
Why
you just changed?
Yeah, like why is it that you put the bait out there, you got what you wanted, and now I don't need to do anything else.
Right.
I got you.
I've never been I don't agree with that line of thinking.
No,
at all.
but I mean
to me.
but that's how some people think though.
Oh,
You know?
for sure, it is definitely.
I, for one, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know I have changed, and some of it's good, some of it's bad. I do know when I first got with my wife, I was like the sweetest angel. No assholeness or anything.
Honeymoon
about me,
phase.
you feel me? Like,
I mean, that's the thing for sure.
whatsoever, no assholeness or anything. Shit, now, well, I'll say towards the middle, I was like, fuck it. I'm a straight asshole now. Like, I was an asshole. Like, and that's what
He
I
was not an all the way asshole.
Not like
Yeah,
an asshole
like,
that you would probably normally think of.
You wouldn't
like,
call him an asshole, but compared to what he was, I would say
he was an asshole.
Yeah.
And that was something me and my wife had to talk about. We had a whole conversation about, well, you don't do a lot of the stuff that you did when we first got together. And I had to sit back and like, you know what, you damn sure is right. I took a step back from it because, you know, shit, I got you now. Like, what I need to do is go above and beyond for now that I got you. Like, I don't, what I got to do, what I need to do, I got you already. I don't need to do nothing. That was the wrong way of thinking about it.
For sure.
So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm back to doing I'm on my nice guy shit now, you know, making it better day by
My
day
man.
and everything. You feel me? So, for me, man, spousal support is kind of just like what Vincent said. If we going into when you brought it up, like waking up for and you know, cooking, you know, breakfast, or when I get off of work, you know, I already had the food right there with a cold bill sitting beside
Right.
it. Here you go, baby, eat your food.
Right.
I already rolled up too, you know, so
Right,
you
right.
done, you know what I'm
Facts.
saying? You know, that
Facts.
shit be great, boy, coming home. And like me, bro, I'm not big on cuddling. I'm not a big cuddler or anything like that. But one thing I do love, bro, because I guess, you know, I used to lay my head on my mama a lot. Like, if it was her lap, chest, or whatever, I'll lay my head on it, and she'll just start rubbing in my hair, bro. When I get home from work, bro, you feel me?
That is great.
And I eat my food, drink my beer, we done spoke this shit, and I lay on my wife, bro. She just get the playing and curling in my hair and stuff. That's life,
feeling
bro.
ever.
That's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
heaven.
for
That's
sure,
the
for
best
sure.
damn
It
thing.
is.
Oh
Yeah,
man, it's
it's
just
awesome.
like
That's beautiful.
Yeah. this is what I do it for.
At
This
the
is
end
it.
of the day, I
Right.
mean, I don't want to move too far from the subject, but I mean, that's definitely a thing. Home should be where the heart is.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, you know, you don't want to come home and fuss and fight, which is going to happen. Arguments going to occur, whatever, you know. But the funny thing, the reason I say that because I probably in my head alone, I probably broke up so many times in my head. But you know, it's the thing about being in a marriage, you have to fight. If you don't fight, there's no marriage.
Then what did you do it for?
Yeah,
You know
so
what I'm
you know,
saying?
like I always live by that philosophy. I can't row this boat by myself. It takes two of us to get it moving. So
Right.
if both of us is not working, then we're gonna sink.
Right.
You know what I
Facts.
mean? So it's just one of those things. But you know, I do think with spousal, as far as spousal support goes, people do get complacent. They get used to how things are or whatever, so they start shying away from things they used to do or whatever because it's like you've been doing this for this long,
running
you're
through
not
the
gonna stop
motions.
what you're doing. Yeah, you're not
Right.
gonna stop what you're doing. So I won't roll with it. You know, but I do feel like as far as our generation, we kind of grew up on. I'm gonna take the words from Mac, a 1950s mindset, and I say that because you know we
misogyny grade again.
Oh my goodness.
so I'm gonna say that
Yes.
you know we grew up.
Yes.
We grew up watching the man leaving the house, gonna go get the money. You know, the wife staying home, cooking and cleaning, blah blah blah. That's what we grew up watching. That's not in 2022.
Y'all don't want that?
I mean, for the most part, it still does exist.
I
I will
I'm not
say,
saying no one wants it. But
no, that definitely still does exist. Like hell, like that's a lot of the individuals I've experienced. Like their goal is to be taken care of, and then they they do the house duties or whatever. And then like honestly, what's really sad is that a lot of the times, a lot of them don't even want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And like to me, as far as being a supportive significant other, okay, like I'm not gonna say I have a problem going out and taking care of everything. Like that's technically what I'm supposed to be doing anyway. You feel me?
Facts.
So like I don't have an issue doing that. But now if I do have somebody who's not necessarily reciprocating, at least in some fashion, you know what I'm saying? Like in my mind, like it could be a toxic trait in me, but like in me, what do I need you for then? Like if you're not, if I'm coming home and you taking a nap and ain't no laundry done, there's no food cooking, there's nothing been cleaned, nothing been done, and like it's obvious that you basically just binge watch Netflix all day. Why? And then on top of that, like be stingy with the extracurriculars and stuff like that. What do I need you for then? You feel me? Like
I know that.
fucking sex. I'm not trying to
Intercourse.
I'm not trying to say I'll carry the whole relationship for some ass, but I mean, if it's busting like that, I might pay a bill. But
Let me in, I'm trying to fuck.
But but there are individuals out there that like legitimately just expect for people to bankroll their life and them not really reciprocate much effort. And there are relationships out there that are like that, especially with like well-off men and well-off women. Like they do, oh, you ain't got to work, so they sit there and do nothing. Now, to me, like I said, I don't have an issue if you're just gonna stay at home all day. But like I do, if I'm putting in the effort to support the household, then try to maintain the household or something.
Meet me halfway somewhere.
Something. Give me something. But like a lot of the individuals today, they're honestly literally just looking for existence to be paid for them, and that's not healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Sad.
Like, how can I'm not trying to insult anybody or anything, but like, how can you feel good about yourself as a person if you're not committing anything to the relationship? Like, you're literally just along for the ride at that point. And me, like I said, I could do all this. I was doing all this by myself, and I'm still doing all this by myself, but I'm also adding your life and expenses onto my, my workload, and I'm not getting anything out of that. So you're going to have to do something. You feel me? Like, I'm not saying go get a full-time job or nothing, but something.
Yeah. So with that being said, most times I feel like we keep talking about how the dynamic has changed, but sometimes it's more so the same. Just going back to what you're saying, you have some women out there that are looking to be taken care of. That's their job in life, to look to be taken care of. And we can say that a lot about, like, just say for instance, Black China. Her whole tweet was like, oh, I need some support. I'm a single mother, blah, blah, blah.
And she got him 2 days a week.
Yeah. She got Rob. Yeah, she only get him like a day or two a week or whatever. So Rob jumped in. Tiger jumped in. Hey, I'm paying $40K. I'm paying $37K. My kids with me all through the week. You get her for one day. It was just like, so you secured the bag, but not enough to support yourself.
And then, hold up. That's a note that, like, I just kind of, I guess, glossed by.
Get them.
How are we not shitting on an individual?
Get them.
They
feel
were.
me?
They gave
because like
Twitter gave it to
it
her.
ain't
Yeah.
no way in hell that like a woman should be getting her kids 1-2 days a week, and then you expecting more than $40K? Like what 40K?
That's
Let
what
me be Soldier Boy real quick.
But this just for the schooling, because they got them for the majority of the week.
Right,
so ain't no telling how much that receipt is as well.
Right. So like that's unheard of to me, man. Like, I can't even. No.
Honestly, I don't think kids are really that expensive when I think of it for the long
taking care
run.
of them, like if you're let's say you're paying for full child care, like especially, and then a lot of these people with like higher tax brackets generally have like nannies, and they pay for the private school and stuff like that. And now the one thing that I will say is like I see where you're going with it, because to me, like, I understand that, like, I have like a abstract perspective towards the situation, but for me, like, if you know that you've got a certain amount of expenses for the kid for the year, like you paying $250 a week or whatever for daycare, you paying whatever for school and blah blah blah, whatever programs they got going on. Where I never really understood was like, the more kids you have, the bigger your tax check is, right?
Yeah. Right.
So, like, to me, this is like, let's say, ideal situation I do get with somebody who's also, like, at least at my level or better as far as financials and stuff like that goes. Set the plan up. Like, you literally see what you're paying for 12 months, right? You catch that tax check. That tax check is just based, I'm not going to say it's free money, it's money that already got taken away from you. Right? It's coming back to you. But, like, what your schedule looks like for the year with that child. So, with that tax check generally isn't less than what you spend in childcare and all those services through the year, pay them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you know that like your daycare, or at least set up the account to have the money, so that way when the payments due, it could just be auto paid or whatever stuff like that.
Right.
It could be. There's a lot of easier ways that could be handled. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I understand I'm an outside perspective because I don't have a child or anything, so I'm not trying to like say this is how you should do it because I can't.
No,
do
we
that.
got you. Yeah.
But like just suggestions, like to me, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people that have their entire life, dialed out on calendars, planners, and all that stuff. And honestly, the most successful people, that's how they run their life. Like legit. Okay, so I'm paying this much a year. I'm making it like exactly. They run their life like a business, and then sure enough, they happen to be successful leading their life that way. Right. And so to me, I feel like you can bring that into a family setting and legitimately set it up that way.
Yes. Yeah.
But, that was just my point on that.
No, that was good. That was a good point.
We had that conversation in our class.
Like you're literally in probably the worst tax bracket as far as being taxed.
Should have been here for our class.
Yeah.
That was a good episode.
That was a good episode.
If you didn't watch, go back to see High Class. That was a
some
good
people
episode.
sleep on our actual good episodes, but hey, it is what it is.
It's free, y'all.
It is.
It's free.
It's free. It could be background noise.
It could, yeah.
Just go ahead, just put it on.
It could.
You might hear something that'll catch your attention.
Sure.
For sure.
But I don't know if anybody else had anything to say about support. But
I was gonna bring up probably Dre and his wife. So
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
yeah. Oh.
I didn't hear nothing about that. What happened with that?
Oh, they divorced her.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
this man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, but she was
getting a
she was
fat
there,
check.
she was there for the thick of it though. And
Yeah.
he can't even flex him like, nah, you wasn't there. And
No,
yeah,
she was definitely
in the
there.
beginning.
Yeah.
So
And stood by him through a lot.
Right.
Man.
Whole lot
At
of
that
allegations.
point, why
That's
would
a
you
lot
get
of money,
divorced,
though.
man?
I mean, you say that, but then
Been with them for that long, boy. Y'all can't fight a little bit longer.
But that's the thing though. Some people wait. So let's just say, for instance, they got kids or whatever. Some people wait. They're like, you know what? Got a couple more
it for
years
the
till they
kids,
get
yeah.
out. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna hold on to then. And then once they get to that point,
Kids,
but at the time they
No,
We don't know
by
what
the
that
time-
fight
if
look like,
they're getting
though.
out of school and everything.
Yeah.
Like they're legit. They should be old enough to be able to process the situation. Like
so
that.
basically,
Yeah.
for the kids, you gonna stay unhappy.
I
a
mean,
lot
y'all
of
got kids.
A lot of
marriages
people do
happen
that.
like
Yeah.
that.
There's a lot of.
Yeah.
And then that's not fair to you though. Like,
It's
not.
It's not. No,
It's not.
nobody's
Right.
But
saying it
sometimes,
is.
So
but
why
sometimes
not
it's not as
just
easy
go
to
ahead?
live when you got kids.
man,
Sometimes it is not as easy to leave.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you think about all these variables. If I leave, what's this gonna do? Where am I gonna stay at? Am I gonna see you on the regular? Who's gonna be around you that I'm not around? Like,
Yeah.
it's too many different variables around that, especially if your kid is young at the time, to be like, I'm just gonna pack up and go. Sometimes it just can't be like that.
Well, hell, shit, I was a prime example of that. Like, my parents got back. Well, they were separated when I was 2-3 years old. They kind of more or less, I guess, worked it out enough to be legible enough to get back together, and stayed together for the best couple years of my life. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. But when they did split, it wasn't even a planned split. So me and Mom came to Georgia, and the plan was for him to follow us there. Like, he was supposed to wrap up, the house and, get everything in order and then move on down with us. That never happened. So, literally, like, this is kind of ugly, but, like, legit, the second an individual saw that my dad did not have his family with him, she approached him. And just like that. And so that fucked me up as a kid. Like, legitimately, like, not only did just that instance, fuck me up, it was the way my mom had to deliver it. Because, like, it was planned. In my mind, my dad was coming. You know what I'm saying? So she had to break the news to me that, like, no, your dad's not coming. And the emotion, the brokenness that she had in her trying to tell me that and explain it. Because, like, I'm in the second grade at this point.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, she had to come to her kid, her son that's, like, still very, innocent, blah, 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 and tell him that, like, no, he's not coming. And it broke her to do that. And that fucked with me for a good long time. Like when we seen that Fresh Prince episode.
Oh yeah.
No.
Why don't you want me, man?
Damn.
Bruh,
How come he don't want me, man?
Honestly, the reason why I don't cry very often anymore was probably because I got all the tears out on that episode, bro. Like that shit
Got
fucked
you.
me up, like
Got
real
you.
bad. So like I understand, like if
That was
from a
unscripted, too.
child's perspective, I understand where it would be important for parents to stay together for the child.
Yeah.
Because like I said, honestly, that instance might have altered my life. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from.
So they can.
Y'all don't think you teaching that child like or the kids fake love? You
I
feel
mean,
what I'm
I
saying?
mean, but
there's
it,
households
that.
but you
Kids
need to be
can
at
sense
you
that
need to be of
fakeness,
age enough
bro.
to process it because you gotta think about it. Like you said, he was in second grade. You can't really process that.
Yeah, but
Let's
as
see
they
your
get older, though, bro, as they get older and older, they can see that shit, bro. Like,
yeah. If you're doing it in front of him,
as
Yeah.
a 13-year-old kid,
There's a way to
feel-
control
no,
that.
I ain't even gonna say 13. At 6 years old, I knew when my mom and my dad was arguing, fighting.
Well, I mean,
and
that
wasn't
was
going,
that's
wasn't
extreme
making out.
cases
You
though.
feel-
Not everybody.
Yeah, not everybody has.
Yeah,
yeah. Because I
that,
mean,
and-
my father and my mother they argued all the time, and I didn't even know it, fam. Like it'd be times my mom was in a whole closet,
Behind closed
just
doors.
praising, just praying to keep it to herself.
Yeah.
But
I
y'all,
didn't know.
you ain't never feel that aura.
No,
You ain't
I
never
like
felt
as a
that
kid, I didn't know
tension.
what was going
But
on.
see,
The
that's
only
the
tension
old-
I had was
If the
well,
parents
y'all
got
know,
it,
y'all know
you
what
know.
tension I had.
Yeah.
The only tension I had wasn't against my mom. So,
Yeah.
but other than that, like at that age, you know, but you don't know.
And
You know-
that's that old age phrase, we was pretty much staying in a child's place. We don't really know
Essentially,
what
yeah.
exactly
I
what's going on with
I
that.
get what y'all saying, bro. Cause I was staying in the child's place too. I ain't never got in their business, but
Yeah.
I knew though, and I felt that tension. You know what I'm saying? I felt it as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Even
Maybe-
shit to this day. Well, not to this day because I'm not around them no more.
Right.
Yeah.
But when Omar and my mom, you know what I'm saying, when they used to get into it, I felt that tension, bro.
Right.
And I wasn't
Yeah.
even there for the. I wouldn't even have to be there for the argument. I
Right.
could step in the house and just
There it
see
is.
on
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
face,
No, it's-
you know,
it's-
and just
Yeah,
feel
that's
it.
the
Sure,
thing, too.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So
man.
Yeah,
it's like,
'cause
if
I'm-
you,
yeah.
if you gon' if you just sticking together for the kids, me personally, I feel like that's gonna do damage for the kids in the long run. Yeah, it might help them out because y'all are together and they always gonna mommy and daddy. But if they know and they sense that, bro, then they probably gonna think it's cool. Okay, mommy and daddy did it, so I can stay with somebody who I really don't, want to be with. For X amount of years, you know what I'm saying? You're just
I get what you're
restarting that
saying.
cycle
Yeah.
over and over and over and over again.
But I feel like either way it go, whether it's, I feel like to be older, you understand it more and you can process it and you can deal with it.
probably
At a
process
young
it
at a young
differently.
age, you're not gonna understand what's going on. You're gonna take it the wrong way and continue to lead that, and it builds up even further. So it's one of those. It's like the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
Like, would you rather take it younger and resent everyone going on up, or take it at 18? Like, damn, I know y'all struggling like that. I make sure that doesn't happen to my marriage.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying just even in my non-marriage, situation, but I'm still, still in my daughter's life. She doesn't know that me and her mom's not together.
Right.
You
She
know,
just
things
sees
like
mom
that.
and
She
daddy
just
at
sees
this
mom
point.
and dad.
Yeah.
She just see what's in front of her.
But
What's up?
as she gets older, you know what I'm saying? But as she gets older, you know what I'm saying? And y'all both, you and,
Yeah.
go y'all separate ways and you
Yeah.
feel me? Y'all find somebody,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? She probably gonna process it like, okay, even though my mommy and my daddy ain't together and, they split ways, it's still like a way that you can find your soulmate out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be unhappy in a relationship just for the kids.
Oh no,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm on board with that.
I mean,
yeah,
but she gonna have questions regardless. 'cause
Oh yeah,
she-
she's definitely gonna have questions.
and I'll
Definitely.
have answers for her.
Yeah.
I mean, like a good parent's gonna handle the situation how they should.
Yeah,
You
for
know what
sure.
I'm saying, and like I feel
Absolutely.
like I understand where you're coming from. To be unhappy for the kids and everything. If it doesn't work, then it just doesn't work, and that's what therapy and all types of other transitional,
Right.
coping mechanisms or whatever
Yeah.
are there for. But as far as trying to make it work, a lot of people don't even do that. Like a lot of people just see the differences there, and honestly, where it begins is self. Like
Yeah.
Especially once you're married. Like you made the vows, you said the words, you made it this far. Like a lot of people in this world don't seem to have the conviction to sit there and look at themselves and try to fix the situation. They see they don't like the situation, they feel like they're uncomfortable in the situation, and lack the I can't really say willpower because it's hard to find willpower for shit that you don't want to find willpower for, but like they don't have it in them or to try, you know what I'm saying? And so like that's where situations are falling apart. Like honestly, I feel like a lot of situations fall apart prematurely. Y'all fell apart because y'all grew unhappy in a situation, and then that was that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't. Nobody looks at why unhappiness grew in the situation. Nobody looks at where the shit went wrong, and then like a lot of times, even when they do find where it went wrong, they don't feel like putting the work in to try to fix it, and that's not what being a supportive spouse is. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't sit there and especially let's say it's a one-sided situation. You see one person putting more effort into the relationship. Like for you to be in that situation, you made the decision to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like you agreed to be with this person, blah blah blah, this and that. And then like I said, especially once you become married, to let something die and fold and end without putting in the work, like that means to me that person has work to do as an individual. And then what bothers me is that like a lot of the times these people will leave these situations, relationships or whatever, and then pop right back up with another one weeks, even months or whatever later, and then start another relationship. If you at one time were fully committed to a situation and then like lost your commitment to that situation, you need to find in yourself like where I went wrong out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? And nobody does that. Nobody works on themselves between these relationships. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? So you're carrying the same whatever was wrong in the first situation to the next situation. Then you have all these people that are confused about like, why is nothing going right? Why is blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And it's you, bro. Like you are the only common denominator in these situations. So something somewhere needs to change. And then that bothers me that a lot of these people just refuse to look in that mirror. You know what I'm saying? Like or even if they do, they see something they don't like and they're like, oh, I'm just being me. I am who I am. No, that's a toxic shit. That is a toxic mindset, and that is something that is openly like almost normalized today for these people. Just be like, I am who I am. No,
I think you need to say that again, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's ridiculous. And so I don't know. To me, like as far as spousal support or whatever, it doesn't start at divorce. Spousal support starts when you are in that spousal situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was trying to spin that perspective around. Because to me, like I feel like you need to be at least somehow support. I'm not saying you need to give back everything that person has given to you, but you do need to be at least somehow reciprocating some sort of something.
Yep. I agree.
5 minutes.
Oh,
was that it was making that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
But learned something new today.
Right.
There you
But,
go.
You run off time, dude.
Right.
But yeah, that's my perspective on it.
Yep. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? Miss Lauryn Hill. That's facts.
Woo,
Bars for
that's
days,
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Why
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
swinging for the
was
fence on them episodes.
Man.
Bro. It's like,
Cause we've been dragging along through this season. There's some stuff that can go in there. Oh my god. Has to make sure everything charged for that one.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. A lot of people come to me for relationship advice, and I'm not generally in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But like the experiences that I've had, and then like it's not just my experiences that I take from everything around me. You know what I'm saying? Like I see how different situations do and don't work out, and I start to pick apart like what happened there. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I get any sort of like information about what happened, and like okay, so and so did that, this, that, and the third, and that's where it fell apart. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. So now I know like either a friend is in a situation that like similar to what I just watched, or if it's me in that situation, now I can apply that knowledge that I watched, and that's why to this day. That if nobody's gotten a second chance with me, like that's straight up. Nobody's ever come back, even though there have been multiple that are try still to this day try. But like, if you don't show me that you are legitimately thoroughly changed from the last time we tried this, why would I welcome a second try? Like, to me, I'm giving you the chance to do the same thing over again. And that's not me being arrogant, pig-headed, or anything. That's because I've watched a lot of people that, like, they'll split up and then they are on and off again for, like, you know, however long they're on and off again, and it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And so, me watching that, knowing how I feel when that situation happens to me, like when it splits and it's generally a heartbreaking situation that, you know, that the split happened or anything, I know what it felt like that one time you did it.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you a chance to do that again.
do it
Like,
again.
you know what I'm saying? It's just not going to
Fool me
happen.
once, shame on you.
Yep.
Twice.
And then I'll be a fool once. That's it. Every time. You mess up, it is what it is. And like a lot of people, you know, tell me that they respect that about me, that you don't, at least you learn your lesson with that person. That's true. But like at the same time, like, and a lot of people think that like, you know, you should be moved on from, you know, certain situations or whatever. No, bro. Like, legitimately, if what you felt for that person and like, and even the people in those situations with me before, if at one point that time that love was real, that passion was real and everything, real shit don't die, bro. Like, you carry that memory of that the good memories of that person forever. Like, you know how you felt in that moment. You remember how it was, you know what I'm saying? And it's still that, it's still there with you, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, it's not the fact that like my love lost or, you know, or anything like that. It's just like, you're not the person that I loved back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've shown your true colors. You are not the person that you tried to be and then failed to be. You know what I'm saying?
And that's tough because, I mean, towards the beginning of it, just getting to know other person, you know, you really have to sell yourself,
right?
You know, of this top upper echelon, you know, person. And then once you know, secure the bag or get married,
right?
You know, all that just kind of dissipates, and that's very disingenuous on, you know, no matter who does it,
right?
You know, and I think that's kind of where you know, society goes, well, especially where it is now. You know, I can sell you a dream, and once I get it, you know, my job is done.
Right.
I don't have to do, you know,
a lot of people
do anything
do
else.
That's
hell.
That's like 85% of my damn experiences. They sold themselves to something, and then a couple months into it, this is who you are. Oh, okay. Like, I'm good.
And I think that's kind of where, you know, our downfall is when it comes to divorce, and you know, this spousal support thing. You know, if we was in that type of position, but I think that a lot of that stems from that because, you know, a lot of people just trying to go above and beyond the call of duty just to hold your attention.
Right.
And once you get that, that's expected every single time now. And once that water runs dry, you know, they ain't buying no more.
Right. Facts. And then like,
yeah.
go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. No, you go ahead, bro.
And it's like it's wild to me that like people, like I said, that state of mind seems to be normalized at this point, whereas like you put on that facade and then like once you've achieved, you know, that person, you know, you're now in a relationship with them and it falls off.
Yep.
And then they wonder like why you don't act as like, if you've changed, why am I expected to still keep doing what I was doing? And you're not giving none of that back anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a very, I can't get down with that. Like, and then like maturing into who I've become now, like I've always been picky. Like, you know, I've always put a heavy filter on like, you know, who I associate with and whatever. But now it's gotten to the point to where like it's grown to a mature, like I've mastered this craft now. Now you need to know if that person is ready for who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to identify that, like, for instance, like if like let's say I get with somebody today, or like I meet somebody today that looks like they might be a potential or something like that. Like getting to know them, like how the life around this person, like I'm asking penetrating questions, like, you know what I'm saying? Like what are your friendships like? How long you been friends? Blah, blah, blah. Do you fight often? This, that, and the third. And then like, you know, just kind of spider webs out into the rest of the life.
Right.
And I start picking up on cues where it's like, oh, you know, we fight all the time, this, that, and the third. Like there's this one time we fought and like you'll hear them explain it like they're at each other's neck and stuff like that. And that's, you know, normal for them. To me, if you're coming for my neck every argument, I don't need to be in a relationship with you.
Yeah.
Like legitimately. Like if you're purposefully throwing daggers that you know are intentionally hurting me, I don't need to be in a relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I've identified that like if you're capable of doing that, you know, with the friend, like saying just the worst thing that you could possibly say to somebody.
Yeah.
And you're used to being in that situation, everything going back to normal after that. I'm not that dude.
Yeah.
Like you're not about to sit there.
30%.
Huh?
30%.
Yeah. Oh,
There.
okay. But I'm not that dude. So it's like you're not about to bring that same energy to me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, disrespect, those type of relationships or whatever. I don't think they're healthy. I'm not necessarily talking shit, but at the same time, if my home is where the heart is, and peace and success are literally the only options for me at this point. Like I've been down, I've been dragged through the mud, blah blah blah. I'm not stopping until I get peace and success.
Word.
Me on my own right now, I have peace and I'm building up to some pretty decent success.
Yeah.
If you're not bringing
Word.
similar energy to my situation, I've already seen what that movie looks like when somebody needs to be poured into and they got a hole in the bottom of the cup.
That's right. No.
I'm not that actor no more, bro. Like, I'm not. Everybody knows I used to have a cake, bro. I used to be out here just saving them all.
Hey, man.
No, because they turn around and then shit on you after you do it. So, like, I'm not. The door is not open that way no more. You know what I'm saying?
Die a hero or live long enough to become the villain, right?
The villain. And I'm not gonna say I call myself an anti-hero. Like legit.
There you go.
Like I am straight up. Like I'm not with the bullshit.
More like, no, I'm not. It's really more like vigilante, if anything.
Villain.
Definitely the villain. Max is definitely the villain.
I'm not.
If
I'm
you
not.
see him with a "Make Misogyny Great Again" cap on, you'll know what happened.
Y'all don't feed into that, even though I am gonna wear it. But don't feed into that. Don't believe that.
Don't believe that.
My intentions are pure. They're very pure.
I agree to that. Like you do have a pure heart. I do.
I
would
appreciate
definitely
that.
agree with that.
I appreciate
I
that.
really thought the misogyny was gonna be heavy on this, but he actually been
He's
kind
been
of chill.
pretty mellow. Like this is. See, y'all ain't getting the raw, uncut TV
That's
right now.
that's not.
Wait for the season finale.
I'm not bad, y'all. I promise y'all, I'm not bad.
I will say he
man.
doesn't ask for anything that he hasn't at least covered the base for. Like
Word.
he in his own self, like he walks his walk. I will give you that for sure. Like you take care of what you need to take care of. So I understand asking for, a particular thing out of your significant other. I think honestly, in certain individuals, that's not an unhealthy thing to ask for. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to throw the blanket out, and that's just how it is. For everything. That's
I
where
mean,
think it goes
he's taking it there. He's treating people the way he wants to be treated. If that's how he wants to be treated, then that's
what
he's putting out there.
Which overall, technically, is not an unfair thing to ask. You know what I'm saying? But it's just there's only certain individuals that are going to meet that criteria, especially in today's society. It's very rare.
So I'll just say good luck. You know,
May the best woman win.
hey,
Survival
nah, I'm just, y'all horrible. Y'all are horrible.
I mean, I think if all minds are clear, I didn't think we would be ending soon, but we are.
I mean, we keep going now. Like,
I mean, I don't think there's more we can. Not saying there's not more we can cover, but it's gonna generally just kind of lapse into the same thing. I feel like
more or less. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Any closing remarks?
I mean, I'll say it again. Like, I feel like spousal support starts in the beginning, not after things end. Personally,
It's already seated. It's already there beforehand, and then it just grows. If you don't tend to, if you don't care for it, it's gonna end up being ugly. So,
if you're not a supportive spouse, then you might be dealing with spousal support. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Right?
I like that.
still get anything from you, man?
No, we pretty much touch bases on everything. Feel me?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I know we got heavy on commitment, dick.
Hey,
I was just speaking my thoughts about certain things.
Nah, that's what we have
No,
this
I mean,
podcast for,
that's
man.
what we here for.
Yeah.
That's what we here
Like,
for. Yes, sir. That's what we here for.
I think it was a good conversation.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, you know, whatever didn't get talked about here is definitely gonna bleed into our next episode. So
Now that's gonna be serious.
yeah,
That's gonna be crazy.
now remind me, y'all know my head be everywhere. So remind me what's our next episode, if y'all know. I don't know.
Meet me at the
Should
pulpit.
be
Is it Meet Me at the Pulpit?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta get refreshed for that.
We working. That's why.
finale.
I'm
No. The
always
season finale is Boys and Their Toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
So
exciting.
excited.
That's gonna be
What kind
exciting.
of toys we talking about?
So
Sex toys.
excited.
Toys.
Okay, toys.
Yeah, not
Hey.
yeah,
Nah,
not
we-
wrestling, not
got that
WWE
goddamn
toys.
sex
This
doll.
ain't Toy
Yeah.
Story. This ain't
Yeah,
Small
nah.
Soldiers.
Nah.
Well, hell, it could be Small Soldiers. You know what?
Yep, what- These ain't action figures.
Gotcha.
Yeah, nah.
I'm gonna bring my sex doll to the video shoot.
Hell no. He gonna sit that bitch in the corner and be like, yeah, so this
That
is
new
Brittany.
Electra 5000, you feel me?
Boy, you no.
Mac, anything from you, sir?
No, sir. All hearts and minds are cleared on my end. I do believe Meet Me at the Pulpit is gonna be
Lit.
pretty lit. Yeah.
No, just
Okay.
refreshing myself.
Got you. We working, y'all, so we forget what episodes we doing sometimes. So
Milk and cookies.
yeah.
It was a man.
R.I.P.
It was a
man.
motherfucking bit.
I
Man,
miss
for
that
sure.
dirty. I miss
For
Bernie
sure.
Mac.
Word. Absolutely. Yep. He would have smacked Will Smith.
Damn.
That's all I'm
You
gonna
know,
say. He would have.
I don't know, bro. I think
He would slap shit out.
I think he would have took the perspective as in like you do defend your woman because he was definitely about he was rough around the edges as far as what he would communicate, but like he was a gentleman also. So like
Bernie Mac would have whipped.
He would have
his
smacked
ass.
this shit out. Yeah. Absolutely.
Taste him like, oh.
Oh. Right.
Feel me?
oh, you talking about if he was in Chris Rock's place?
Yeah.
For
Absolutely.
sure.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
They were scrapping.
Yeah, Bernie
on
would have
stage.
had
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't
Right.
the BET Awards, motherfucker.
Right.
I'll beat your ass.
Right.
Over with.
So you want to smack me,
Punk
some
face
bitch?
motherfucker.
Poor motherfucker.
Right.
Tell you, boy.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, then we're on the same page.
Yes.
He would
Absolutely.
He would have threw. I don't know if he would have whooped Will Smith's ass, but he would have definitely.
He would have smacked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I don't know,
what?
bro.
You know
Will
what?
Smith
Nah,
trained.
that's another conversation.
Will Smith trained to
Okay.
be Muhammad Ali. So like I watched the footage that went behind
Now,
that. He
yeah.
was
Not
trained
Organized
by-
fighting?
Don't lie.
Nah.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna just forget no shit like that.
Yeah.
So
Organized fighting? Nah. Absolutely not. Oh, Amber Alert.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So if you're tuning in, we have an Amber Alert for Monroe, Georgia. 2016 blue Chevy Malibu. Keep it in your peripherals.
Yeah. And be
Ooh.
safe, too.
For sure.
And if you strap, have it ready.
See, you sound like RC. What was it? RDC.
RDC.
When they was like, when they was like, when they get an Amber Alert and they just jump out of the car and start beating whoever's ass.
Hey, shout out to RDC, man. That's
sure,
that's
for
the most
sure.
lit YouTube channel
I
group.
mean, if we can bring y'all on,
Man.
you know, hey,
Man, if y'all can come to man.
I'm trying to tell you because we definitely follow, but
Boost
that's
us,
neither
man.
here or there.
We just
We need to
small
boost
we
the
just small
corner.
fish,
we need
man.
that because we're at 43 and we need 50 listeners in total.
Yes.
So I definitely appreciate the work. I didn't know we had that many listeners, and that just shows
That works.
how much
Yeah.
reach we have because
Yep.
it starts off at 50, then we get to 50,000, then we get to 500,000, then we go on from there.
Yep.
So my
500
camera,
mil.
my main
Hey.
camera about to die soon, so let's go ahead and wrap up.
All right, bet.
So, but yeah. So anyway, so we just got finished with Spousal Support. This is episode 38.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for next week. We'll be doing Meet Me at the Pulpit Part 2. Definitely going to be hard-hitting. Definitely going to be in-depth. And we're going to be here for it.
Yeah.
So y'all can stay tuned, man. We got 3 more episodes left, man. And then the season will be done. So we thank y'all for rocking with us. We thank you for tuning into the podcast, the YouTube channel. And we are here. So to end it off, I am your host, K1, and this is
Mac.
Anthony.
Silk.
and this has been another episode of the Corner Podcast. Y'all stay tuned, keep listening. We fixed the sound.
Yeah. So we sounding good.
Should be crystal clear.
Sound a little
Crispy.
crispier. Sound a little crispier.
Crisp.
But that's all we have for y'all tonight, man. We love y'all. We love the support. Y'all stay tuned, and we'll be back with another one. Peace.
We out.
Cover your 6. Make misogyny great again. I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I made it beat, by the way.